नमस्ते बच्चों, आई एम हियर with your new chapter, unit 8, and chapter name is trigonometry. Okay, so it is the very important chapter for the examination point of view in board exam. So let us know what is trigonometry and what is the history of trigonometry. Okay, first of all, Aryabhatta discovered sine and recorded his work in Aryabhatiya in 500 AD. In 500 AD, Aryabhatta discovered sine and recorded his work in Aryabhatiya. One book. Aryabhatta used the word Ardhjaya for the half chord. It means half of chord called Ardhjaya by Aryabhatta, which was shortened to Jaya or Jiva in due course. In future, the Ardhjaya has shortened as Jaya or it is known as Jiva, that is God. The word Jiva was translated to sinus, which means curve in Latin. In Latin word, the sinus means curve. Soon sinus, also used as sine, became common in mathematical texts throughout Europe. In Europe, this word sinus has became common in mathematics texts throughout Europe. Edmund Gunter first used the abbreviated notation sine. The abbreviated notation for sine is sin. It is seen, but it is not read as seen because sin means path, so it is read as sine. The origin of the term cosine and tangent much later, and then after so many times the origin of cosine and tangent comes to in use. The cosine function arose from the need to compute sine of complementary angle. Cosine function arose from the need to compute sine of complementary angles. Aryabhatta called it Kotijaya. Aryabhatta called cosine as Kotijaya. Now let us see what is trigonometry. Introduction of trigonometry. The word trigonometry derived from the two Greek words, trigonon and second one metron. The word trigonon means a triangle and the word metron means measure. Hence we can say that trigonometry is the science of measuring triangle. Trigonal means triangle and metron means measure. So trigonometry is the science of measuring triangles. In other words, or in other sense, we can say that it is that branch of mathematics, that means trigonometry is that branch of mathematics which deals with the measurement of the sides and the angles of a triangle and the problems allied with angles. Okay. Now, what is the use of trigonometry in constructions? In construction, trigonometry are used. In construction, we need trigonometry to calculate the following: measuring fields, plots and areas, making walls parallel and perpendicular, installing ceramic tiles, roof inclination, the height of a building, the width, length, etc., and the many other things where it becomes necessary to use trigonometry. Architects use trigonometry to calculate a structural load, roof slopes, ground surface, and many other aspects, including shading and light angles. Okay. So many use of trigonometry are there in construction. Okay. Engineers or architects use trigonometry in various fields. Now applications of trigonometry in some other fields. marine biology to establish measurements, in criminology to calculate the projectile's trajectory, in satellite systems trigonometry are used, flight engineering, in flight engineering also trigonometry are used, oceanography in calculating height of tides in ocean, to find the to calculate height of tides in oceans trigonometry are used, in navigation to find the distance of the shore from a point in the sea trigonometry are used, in marine engineering to build and navigate marine vessels trigonometry are used. So the broad use of trigonometry are there. Okay, now what why we should learn trigonometry? Okay, so for the students we can recall the ratio of sin theta, cos theta and tan theta. Use the appropriate ratio to find angles. To find the angles value of trigonometric ratio of some specific angle. Determine the trigonometric ratio of complementary angles. To establish the trigonometric identity. To find the angles of elevation and depression. To apply trigonometric ratios and Pythagoras theorem to solve assorted problems. We have to read or study this chapter trigonometry. Okay, what we will learn in this chapter trigonometry, what content it has. So it has introduction of trigonometry, introduction to trigonometry, trigonometric ratios of an acute angle of a right triangle, proof of their existence. We will study about this, all these values with proof of the trigonometric ratios of 30 degree, 45 degree and 60 degree geometrically. Okay, and relationship between their ratios. Second, trigonometric identities. We will also study about trigonometric identities, proof and applications of the identities, like sin square a plus cos square a is equal to 1. Only simple identities is to be given trigonometric ratio of complementary angles, height and distance, angle of elevation and depression, simple problems on height and distance. We will study in this chapter. These are the content of the chapter trigonometry. Okay. Now weightage for trigonometry. What marks is allotted for board exam? It is given here. Chapter wise, number system is of 6 marks, algebra of 20 marks, coordinate geometry of 6 marks, geometry of 15 marks, trigonometry is of 12 marks. So it is also important. Okay, mensuration is of 10 marks, statistics and probability of 11 marks. In 2020 board marks, in 2020 board exam, 3 questions have come of 1 marks from the chapter trigonometry, 3 marks, 1 question of 2 marks and 1 question of 3 marks has come in 2020 board exam, and 1 question of 4 marks. So total marks, that total question that asked in board exam 2020 from the chapter trigonometry is of 12 marks. Okay, now the first topic of this chapter is trigonometric ratios. Okay, so in a right angle triangle, there are 3 sides. In any triangle there are 3 sides, but trigonometry is made for a right angle triangle, so we are discussing about right angle triangle. So in a right angle triangle there are 3 sides, and by taking one we can find the ratio of, suppose this is a triangle. Okay, this one is a triangle, this is triangle A B C. Okay, and this is a right angle triangle. So by taking AB we can find the ratio of AB with BC as well as AC. So by taking one side we can find 2 ratios. So by taking all these three sides one by one, we can find 6 ratios. Okay, AB by BC, AB by AC, and BC by AB, BC by AC, and AC by AB, AC by BC. So in a trigonometry, there are 6 trigonometric ratios in all. Okay, so there are 6 trigonometric ratios in all, known as sine, cosine, tangent, cosecant, secant, and cotangent. These 6 trigonometric ratios are abbreviated as, the abbreviation of sine is sin, but we read as sine. The abbreviation for cosine is cos. The abbreviation for tangent is tan, and the abbreviation for cosecant is cosec, and the abbreviation for secant is sec, and the abbreviation for cotangent is cot. These are referred to as ratios since they can be expressed in terms of sides of a right angle triangle for a specific angle theta. Okay, because these are, why these known as ratios? Because these can be expressed in terms of sides of a right angle triangle for a specific angle theta. Okay, so these are known as trigonometric ratios. Now right angle triangle. The right angle triangle is shown by the little box in the corner. In next page it will be shown. Another angle is often labeled theta, and the three sides are then called adjacent next to the angle theta. The adjacent side is the side adjacent or next to the angle theta, and the opposite side is opposite to the angle theta, and the longest side is the hypotenuse of a right angle triangle, as you know it earlier. Okay, so you can see in this figure, this is the right angle triangle. Okay, it is marked by one small box here, right angle. So, and if this is angle theta, then the angle's side opposite to the right angle is known as hypotenuse, or longest side is known as hypotenuse, and the side adjacent or next to the angle theta is known as adjacent side of right angle triangle, and the opposite side of angle theta is known as opposite side. Okay, now S and C relation. S and C relation, some relations are here to memorize it. Reciprocal relations. The sine, reciprocal of sine is cosec, and reciprocal of cosec is sine, and the reciprocal of sec is cos, and the reciprocal of cos is sec. Similarly, complementary relation. The complementary angle for sine will be cos, complementary angle for cos will be sine, complementary angle of sec will be cosec, and complementary angle of cosec will be sec. Okay, so these are the S and C relation. To memorize it will be easier. Okay, now mnemonics. What is mnemonics? The meaning of mnemonics is a system such as a pattern of letters, ideas, or associations which assist in remembering something. Okay, mnemonics are used to mnemonics are of letters, ideas, or association which help us to remember or memorize something. So in trigonometry we also use mnemonics to memorize the ratio of trigonometric ratios. Okay, what is the benefit of using mnemonics? It is a fun tool, it is a memory aid, it helps us memory aid, helps children with dyslexia, retrieves important information, helps to break monotony, enhance imagination to create more ways to remember important information. It also enhance imagination to create more ways to remember important information. That means mnemonics are used to enhance our creative thinking, imagination thinking, and it is also important for remember the informations. Now common mnemonics to learning T ratios, that is trigonometric ratios. For example, the sine, cosine and tangent ratios in a right angle can be remembered by representing by strings of letters so, ko, toa, so, ko, toa, so, so, ka, toa. Okay, it is mistake here. So, ka, toa. A way of remembering how to compute the sine, cosine and tangent of an angle. So SOH stands for sine. The sine will be equal to opposite over hypotenuse. That means sine will be equal to the side opposite to the angle upon hypotenuse. Cos will be equal to ka stands for cosine equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. That means the cosine will be equal to the ratio of adjacent side upon hypotenuse. And TOA stands for tangents will be equal to the opposite sides upon adjacent side. Okay, as you can see in the figure, this is SOH. So this is a right angle triangle, and for this angle, the opposite side will be this. The side opposite to this angle will be this, and hypotenuse is the longest side. So sine will be equal to opposite side upon sine will be equal to the ratio, sine is equal to the ratio of opposite side of the angle upon hypotenuse. Okay, and if the angle is changed, suppose this angle, we have to find this angle, then the side opposite to this angle will be this, and hypotenuse will be the longest side. So in both the case, sine will be equal to opposite side upon hypotenuse. Similarly, ka means in a right angle triangle, cosine will be equal to the adjacent, that is side next to the angle upon hypotenuse. If angle is changed, then it is also the side will also, that is adjacent side will be changed. Hypotenuse will remains the same. In TOA means in a right angle triangle, tangent is equal to opposite side upon adjacent side. So in this triangle, you can see for this angle, opposite side is this side and adjacent side is this. So, and in this angle, this is the opposite side for angle and adjacent side will be this. Okay. So some other mnemonics are: some old houses can always hide their old age. It is also used to memorize the trigonometric ratio, that is some old houses, that means SOH, so, and can always hide ka, their old age, TOA, toa. Okay, so ka toa, it is also made for so ka toa. That means some old houses can always hide their old age. Sine will be equal to opposite side upon hypotenuse. Cos, C for cos will be equal to adjacent side upon hypotenuse, and T for tangent will be equal to opposite side upon adjacent side. Similarly, other mnemonics are: some people have curly black hair through proper brushing. Some people, sine will be equal to P for perpendicular, H for hypotenuse here. Okay, so sine will be equal to perpendicular upon hypotenuse. Cos, C for cos will be equal to base upon hypotenuse, and tangent will be equal to perpendicular upon base. Or the very popular mnemonics are used in our surroundings is Pandit Badri Prasad Har Har Bole. That means if a right angle triangle is here, okay, and this is right angle, and this is triangle and vertex A, this is vertex B, and this is vertex C. Then this will be your perpendicular, this will be base, and this will be hypotenuse. So for this angle, it is known as P Pandit Badri Prasad Har Har Bole, that is HHB. Okay, that means sine will be equal to sine, suppose this is angle theta. Okay, so sine theta will be equal to P by H, cos theta will be equal to B by H, and tan theta will be equal to P by B. That means perpendicular by hypotenuse is equal to sine theta, base upon hypotenuse will be equal to cos theta, and perpendicular upon base will be equal to tan theta. And now again cosec theta will be equal to, now you have to reverse, H by P, sec theta will be equal to H by B, and cot theta will be equal to B by P. So for this angle theta, these are the mnemonics we use to remember trigonometric ratio. The sine theta will be equal to P by H, cos theta will be equal to B by H, tan theta will be equal to P by B, and sine theta will be equal to P by H, cos theta will be equal to B by H, tan theta will be equal to P by B. And then if we have to find cosec theta, this opposite of sine, reciprocal of sine is H by P, reciprocal of cos is H by B, and reciprocal of tan is cot is equal to B by P. Okay, so these are the mnemonics used to memorize the trigonometric ratios. Thanks for watching. We will discuss more in next class. Okay.